Hello my bookish lovelies, Kira here, and today I'm going to be doing a tag called the Booktube Birthday Tag. I did this last year, but I got tagged by Gabby from Books and Other Nerd Things, and so I really wanted to do it again because I am now celebrating 2 years on Booktube. Gabby is over at her channel, Books and Other Nerd Things. I'm going to leave the link for her channel down in the description below. So the first question is how many years on Booktube are you celebrating? This is my second Booktube birthday. And so, yep, I've been on here for 2 years. Question number 2 is what motivated you to continue making videos? Well, I was motivated by the fact that this gives me a creative outlet, which is so important. Like, it gives me a place to talk, and I am so blessed like that I have people like that actually listen to me like while I make these videos. So thank you guys so much to anybody that's watched my videos. At any point, like whether or not it be like 2 seconds to like 10 minutes, I really appreciate all of you guys. It's also given me like an outlet for meeting new people, which is another like reason why I've continued on with this, because like I am not the best person at meeting new people. I do struggle like with that like a little bit because like I'm shy and I'm insecure, and I know like a lot of people have that issue, but for me like it's something I really struggle with. And it was just, it's so nice like to have met like so many wonderful people through this community that I never would have met before. So I just feel so like lucky to have this community, and I feel so lucky like to have met all the people that I've met and to have made all of these new wonderful friends. And like this community is like so supportive. Like if they, you know, like know that you've been through some shit, like they are like the first like ones to say, hey, if you need to talk, like I'm here. And like they're just so supportive, and it's just so touching like that there's a community out there like this that's just so accepting. What are your 3 favorite videos that you have made in the past year and why? So one of the videos that I made towards the beginning of the year is City of Stairs spoiler-free vlog, and it was one of my very first vlogs like that I've made like that actually focused on a particular book. I'm not really like super like vloggy, like I don't make a ton of vlogs, so it was something like that I was really proud of because it actually came out a lot better than I thought it was going to, which makes me like so excited. And I was able like to convey my feelings like on it. I felt pretty well like without, you know, like actually ruining everything for like somebody that still wanted to read the book. So I feel like I did like a really good job on that vlog. I was very proud of that vlog. The other video that I did was something I actually did on TikTok. And like I'm kind of experimenting like a little bit with TikTok because I felt like, because TikTok's a really fun platform, like where you can pretty much like make a video like it's like maybe anywhere between 15 seconds to a minute long, and it's just so much fun. It was a nice like a little creative outlet, and it was called Dating Advice for the Bookworm, and it was just kind of like I kind of almost like want to make a series of those because I feel like it would be just a lot of fun. But that was the first, like, it wasn't the first video I did on TikTok, but it was definitely like one of my most popular videos, and I really had fun with that one. I also like had a lot of like interaction, and it was wonderful. Like I loved it. The other video that I did like that I was really proud of is The Blade Itself spoiler-free review. It was just a standalone on the book, for very first book itself, and I really liked that. I really felt like I got my point across like in that, and I really was able to express exactly how I felt about that book. So I was very proud that I was able to get through that book, and everything like, you know, worked out really well, and I really loved creating that standalone review. I felt like I was able to express it like in such a way like that other people knew why the book was so popular without like ruining anything, because my major goal like when I do reviews is like to try not to ruin anything for people, because part of the magic of reading is like discovering and the journey like that you take with these characters. I really like doing that, and I really felt like I did a really good job on those. So I'm gonna leave like the links for like those videos down in the description just in case you want to check out any of them. Question number 4 is what have you struggled with on Booktube over the last year, and how did you overcome that struggle? I actually kind of slumped a little bit again towards like, you know, like the beginning of the year, but with everything that's been going on this year, like I'm surprised I haven't slumped harder. I feel like it was a struggle, but like I feel like I handled it pretty well. I think I only took like about a 2-week break, like where I wasn't posting anything, instead of like taking a month break like I did last year, because it seems like every year around this time like just becomes really difficult. And it just, you know, like I really just kind of struggle like with a lot of things. Another thing like that I really struggle with too is getting myself in the mood for filming, because if I'm not in the mood to film, then I don't want to do it. And and you can, and see, like, the problem, like, with not being in the mood for filming is that you can tell when somebody's really not in the mood. Like, they really just don't want to be there, they're just doing it because, like, they feel like they need to do it. And I feel like you can usually, like, that usually shows through, like, on a video. So that's another thing too, is like trying to, like, film at the times, like, where I am actually in the mood to film, versus, like, at the times, like, where I'm just kind of like, I don't really feel like filming today. So yeah, so, like, I feel like I've done, like, a really good job, like, with that also, as far as, like, you know, what I've struggled with. Also, like, at the beginning of the year, I said I was going to put myself on a schedule for filming, like, for posting videos, like, so, like, that I can get consistent and do, like, more pre-filming. And that's another thing that I've really struggled with on Booktube, like, this year, is trying to set up a pre-filming schedule, which recently, like, I've done a pretty good job, like, with setting myself up for that. So I'm really happy, like, that I was able to do that, because, you know, it's just sometimes, like, getting yourself on a schedule is, like, half the battle of, you know, like, just, you know, being able to get out, you know, like, content and everything else. Question number 5. Choose one moment from the past year on Booktube that you would love to relive. I feel so bad about this. I literally have nothing, like, to say. Like, that's so horrible. I mean, I think if nothing else, like, that's a direct reflection of, like, how bad I've been feeling, like, this past year, like, with everything that's going on. And, like, it's just been, like, a really bad year. It's like when it rains, it storms, and I just feel like it did. The fact that I can't, like, come up, like, with something, like, like, you know, really, like, quickly, like, it just tells me, like, what a bad year I've had. And I'm sure, like, I'm in the same boat as a lot of other people. But I think, like, my favorite thing, like, is not just, like, one instance. It's just, like all the interactions, like, that I've had this year online. And the fact, like, that I've met so many more new people. Because it seems like the longer I'm in this community, the more people I meet. And I think, like, I can't really name, like, one instance, because overall, like, the bigger picture, like, has been shit, but, like, the details have been pretty good. Question number 7. What's the best book you've read in the past year? Guys, this question gives me another opportunity to talk about The House on the Cerulean Sea. You guys thought you guys were gonna escape it in at least one of these videos, right? So the reason, like, once again, like, I love this book so much. It's just so happy, found family, everything. Like, I cannot shut up about this book. I'm actually making plans, like, to go through and read other books that TJ Klune has written. He's got, like, this one, I'm gonna put a picture of it over here because I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but I read the first few pages of it, and it's, like, LGBTQ+, and it's got, like, wizards and adventures and stuff, and, like, the beginning of this is so gay, like, literally gay, and it makes me so happy. It is, like, it's like chaos gay, and it's just so wonderful, and, like, oh, I just love it. I read the first few pages and I'm like, what am I, at first I was like, what am I reading? And then as I got more into it, I'm like, wow, like, this is crazy. Like, this is absolute utter chaos, but I don't hate it. I actually am really enjoying myself, and it was just, it was so much fun. So yes, House on the Cerulean Sea, by the way, probably a new favorite author also, so good. Just read it, please. Question number 6, shout out to a huge supporter of your channel. I want to say Dragon from Backlist Books. She is amazing. I am not always the best at being consistent, like, with interacting with people, and she has always been consistent for me. And that's something, like, that I really, really need. So, like, I've built such a friendship with her. Like, she is just such a wonderful person. There's actually a few other names I also like to name too. Divya over from Celebrity Crush Reads. She is also just so amazing, so wonderful, like, so sweet. Then I also have Gabby from Books and Other Nerd Things. She is also just brilliant and sweet, and she's, like, she doesn't have very many subscribers, like, and I don't understand why. Like, she is so sweet, and and she's very consistent, like, with her content, and her content's always really good. And then we also have April from 12 Months of April, who is also a sweetheart, and I love her so much. Like, these are all people that I absolutely love to pieces. Like, they are just so wonderful and so good, and like they have always been in my corner, and like they have always like been rooting me on, and like I feel like we do that a lot for each other. So it's just, they are just so amazing and wonderful. And like I'm gonna leave like links to all of their channels also down below, because I really just want you guys like to talk to them and go watch their channels. Please go watch their channels. Go subscribe to them. Like, they deserve like so many more subscribers than they already have, and I really, really, really want you guys like to meet them and talk to them and everything else, because like they are just so wonderful. And to say like that I only have one major supporter of this channel would be an understatement. Like, I've got so much support from a lot of different people. My family, who's also very supportive. Like, they try to watch a good portion of my videos. I also have like, you know, some of my coworkers who try to watch some of my videos. I also have like friends like that go through and try to watch all of my videos. And like, I mean, I've got such a support system like for this channel, like that I just feel so lucky that I have so many people like that are rooting me on, and I honestly feel so lucky. Question number 8, where do you see your channel a year's time, and what do you hope to have achieved? Well, I was hoping like to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. I don't think that's going to happen. I'm not trying to be negative, but my channel growth is actually kind of slow like right now. So I mean, like, you know, whatever. Like, I'm grateful for the subscribers like that I have, because like I would never have gotten this far without them. Also, I really hope like that I continue to be consistent like with my content, because like being consistent like can be really hard like when you have like a lot of emotional things going on. So that's another thing like that I really hope to have achieved, like, you know, by next year, is like that I have a schedule and I've kept it up into next year. Question number 9 is tag somebody whose anniversary is coming up. I really don't have anybody that I can think of off the top of my head. If I do think of somebody, like, I will make sure I tag them in this, and it will be coming like after like this. I'm gonna do some like more research, because I'm not like, really sure off the top of my head whose birthday is when. So that's the extent. That's it. That's the birthday book tag. If you guys like this video, hit the little like, hit subscribe, hit the little bell icon if you guys want to receive emails every single time I post. I'm also on Amazon, Goodreads, Instagram, and Twitter. Those links are linked in the description below, and I will see you guys again very soon.